Hi, my name is Juan Betancourt. I'm the CEO of Humantelligence. Today I'm going to demo quickly our three core pieces of our platform. That would be our proprietary patent pending self-assessment, which is the cognitive science that underlies our three main core products. The culture analytics, which is the center of understanding of an employee organization, leveraging that data then for TalentFit for recruiting, and then engagement. Today I will focus mostly on the first three and not on engagement. The first module is our proprietary 12-minute self-assessment. It's not your grandfather's assessment. It is EEOC compliant, so you can use it for both employees and candidates applying for jobs. It's a 12-minute self-assessment where you answer questions, force ranking 4 answers into 36 questions. What it evaluates is the 4 lenses you see on the right: behaviors, which is what all other assessment tools measure, just like ours. Okay. However, that's the how you behave. We also measure people's life priorities, their work motivators, their heart, why they do what they do, their values basically, and the ideal work styles, what gives people energy when they work. Now, all the other competing tools only measure behaviors and barely measure some motivators. Our tool measures all of this in 12 minutes, whereas any other tool to do the same would take 2 hours. Our tool is also much cheaper. Let me show you that in the platform. Here's the results of someone who has taken the assessment, in this case, Andres Bloomer. It has a success statement which summarizes his 2 dominants of what he motivated by, what his behaviors are, and the ideal work for him. He can download a short and a long report, a success statement, and it's summary of the entire report. Now, this information is on any device. Okay, it also gives you the results of how to communicate with this individual. And this is specific just to him, how to motivate this individual and how to influence or lead this individual. It also gives insights to that person, anyone who he's connected with, on his or her motivators and an explanation and the different dominant traits, which are in color, and whether they're more service or innovative, their behaviors, whether they're stability or change oriented, and their ideal work. Now, as you can see, the platform, when you put the cursor over a word, explains what it means. Now, from individual, it goes to peer-to-peer. You can go and click on anyone and do a side-by-side with that person and compare with you in case the manager or a peer, and get a fit score and the major differences and alignments between both people. Again, everything you see can be downloaded in PDF. The side-by-side allows 2 people to understand where there could be differences and where they're aligned and how to improve and engage. So basically the 3-pronged approach that leads to true engagement, not surveys, but true engagement, which is understanding someone, communicating better, and connecting, and what potential pitfalls or friction there might be, and improving that relationship. Now, at the team level, for the first time ever, you can get team culture and measure your team culture and see what your culture is, like this, where you can see your team and what their motivators are, what their behaviors are, and ideal work. You can also see it in bubble chart form with more of an explanation down here on the right on what motivates your team, what the behaviors of your team are, and ideal work. You can also ask the question what you think your team culture is and get a score of what you think it is versus the actual, and then see where everyone on the team listed, how they fit with the team leader, how they fit with the actual, and how they fit with the future team culture on a 0 to 100 scorecard basis. So in this case, you can go with compare with team leader, and on the left is the subordinate and the team leader, and see those comparisons. You can also see fit with actual and future culture. Next, you can take culture analytics, which is not just around the team, but comparing teams. So click on Culture Analytics, and you can see side by side, whether you can see for the rolling up the data, not just for your team, but an entire division for all of sales California, or all of sales Florida, or all the company, 700 or 7,000 or 700,000 employees. Again, it explains what it means as you roll the data up throughout the organization. Heads of HR and heads of divisions and presidents and P&L owners can now finally measure with data what their team's culture is in terms of motivators, behaviors, ideal work. They can click and find someone who likes working with people in their group. You can do an advanced search for people with an entire organization that has the certain characteristics that you are looking for a specific role or project, showing who has, of 5,000 people, what are the people who have these attributes. Lastly, you can go and look at a side-by-side and compare two groups, for instance, high-performing or low-performing salespeople, and identify what is the high-performing attributes of a group. In this case, the high performers here have knowledge. The high performers have free form as one of their key strengths in terms of behaviors, where the low performers do not. In terms of ideal work, high performers have variety as something that's key. Lastly, TalentFit for Recruiting module allows you to use artificial intelligence to find better fit for each manager, team, and high performance. So you would get a benchmark of the hiring manager, the team, and high performers, and then you would use this tool and assess all the applicants, the 50 top people out of 500 resumes. You send them the assessment, 12-minute test on any device, and instead of spending all the time in the red box, 3 months and 50 plus hours doing phone screens and video screens, which are all subjective, you would just go straight to your final 5 candidates that then you would interview. That module is here. So you would go in and look at a role. For instance, for the chief technology officer, you have an applicant tracking system that shows you where the candidates are in the system as they apply. And in the application process, the system ranks each person by 4 fit factors: fit with the ideal profile, fit with the team culture or the group or company culture, fit with the manager, and fit with high performance. So in this case, you get the example here of these fit factors. You can put in compensation and scores for resume manually, but the system automatically lets you sort people by who's the right fit with the manager or with the high performers. In this case, this first person is a great fit with the manager, with the group, but they do not move forward in the process in the applicant tracking system, and the company does not move forward with them because they are not a good fit with the ideal profile or the current high performers in that role, and you can compare them with that profile. That is how this platform can be used to avoid the subjectivity of hiring and only hiring people like yourself, and actually hiring people who, in this case, like this person, was not a great fit with the manager, but was a great fit with the team and with the ideal.